Hey, School Bus here, bringing you another first drive video. Remember, these are truly the videos that are the first drive that I've had in a tank, not picking from a selection of 5. This is literally the first time out, and you've seen some pretty candid ones from me so far, where, yeah, things didn't go so good. Let's see how this one shakes out. And so in this video, I'll be driving the VK30.01P. Now you might notice in the German tech tree, it seems like there's this series of 3001 tanks. I think there's a 3002 tank. They all seem about the same, but they have these different letters at the end. You're probably wondering, well, what is this? Is this Wargaming just making up tanks so that they can give us a tech tree to grind through? Well, no. There actually is a very specific reason for these different designations. And it was that when the German army said, hey, we need a new 30-ton tank, there were different designs that were submitted to be used. There was the Porsche design, the P, as featured here. There was also the Henschel & Son, which is the H, the MAN, the MAN from the MAN company, however you want to pronounce that, and that would be the M designation. And then there was the Daimler-Benz design, which was the D. So each one of them were just different companies or different designers' takes on how they wanted to do a 30-ton tank. I find the Porsche design to be one of the most interesting because what it used was a very unique powertrain for the time. It did not use your usual engine and transmission gearbox setup. It actually used a gasoline electric drive. So you had a pair of V12 engines in the back. They ran a generator, or each ran a respective generator, and then that power was electrically communicated up to the front of the vehicle, where there were 2 drive motors that were attached to the sprockets that drove the tracks. So you had this hybrid system that was very uncommon for the time, and you have to admit it had a lot of interesting merit to it. And if you're also familiar with the Tiger tanks, the same thing is there. And I will probably get to that here in the next few months once I've progressed through the tech tree and I get to the Tiger P. So now we have to deal with these guys creeping over the ridge. And this is going to be a bit of a struggle. You'll notice that I already have the upgraded gun on the tank. I was able to benefit from the fact that I had been through several of the other German tech trees, and so I was able to transfer over the guns. I think specifically it was when I went up the other heavy line, I was able to use that gun on this tank. But the gun handling is not fantastic. I mean, this is only a tier 6 tank, and we've got this 220 Alpha. So there's a side effect, and it is, or a drawback I should say, and that the gun handling is not fantastic. So unfortunately that guy got a few shots into me, but ultimately his greed in trying to shoot me caused him to expose himself too much, and then he died. So now with those assailants out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and let my allies take care of what's going on in the middle of the map. I'm going to move down here, and I want to try and help this western flank, and to do so I'd kind of like to flank these tanks. Now unfortunately the OI backs up. I wish that he would have pushed ahead, because now I've got him to the north, and then I've got the Churchill to the south. And you'll notice here on the map in just a moment we will be joined by a third opponent right there, but he must not have sixth sense, and so he thinks he's still hidden right now. So I'm just going to continue to let him think that he's hidden. He's not going to shoot me, and I'm not going to shoot him. But now watch, my gun comes around and he knows I'm onto it. So I fire, I take one hit, the previous one absorbed me on the tracks, take a shot, I hit his tracks, miraculously, and I'm surprised that didn't penetrate. And then, as many light tanks tend to be, they don't have repair kit, or they have a repair kit only, they don't have repairs trained, and so he succumbs to that nice juicy shell. Now I'm just facing off here with the OI, and the question is, how greedy should I get? Do I want to do more damage? I'm having a pretty fantastic game. Remember, this is tier 6. We're over 1,000 damage. Well, I poke up here, and I go to take a shot. I get the shot, but unfortunately, he was nicely aimed in and takes me out. So, not a bad first game. Pretty happy with it. We'll see. I think I might like this tank. So, with that, I bid you adieu. School bus out. Have a great day.